I want to talk about Mark Zuckerberg talking to Josh Frydenberg, and you have become the Facebook whisperer, of course, because you solved that. That was thrown at you as well. Was there a time when Mark Zuckerberg was on the phone to Josh Frydenberg, yelling and screaming and carrying on like a lunatic, because he can be a little bit out of control?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't?
No.
Were you?
No, I wasn't.
It was calm.
The discussions at all times were constructive, productive and polite. I mean, there were points of directness, of course, as well. For example, after Facebook wiped out Australian news from their platform without any prior warning to the Australian government, I made it very clear to him that not only were I and the Prime Minister and our government disappointed in what Facebook did, but we were disappointed in the way they did it.
Yeah. It was punishment.
Well, as you saw, the reaction from across the country was very firm and very quick. And there was condemnation of that, because you saw the Bureau of Meteorology, you saw 1-800-RESPECT, you saw New South Wales Fire and Rescue.
Outrageous.
You saw a whole series of charities and not-for-profits and even government websites that were distributing information about the vaccine rollout, all wiped off from the Facebook platform overnight.
So what got you over the line?
Well, I think at the end of the day, we reached an agreement that gave them some clarity and some confidence that the code would be workable. And from our perspective, we also encouraged them to reach commercial deals with the partners. And as we've seen already, Channel 7 has reached a letter of intent with Facebook. There are other discussions that are well underway right now. And Google, which is a larger company, has reached agreements.
You needed Google
with
to
7,
make that
9
move
News.
before Zuckerberg's negotiation.
Well, they were very difficult conversations as well, just as I had a dozen plus conversations.
But Google created the precedent for you, didn't they?
Well, it helped create the momentum for the ultimate outcome. But they were difficult negotiations, both in the case of Google and Facebook, Chris. They said that they were going to leave, in the case of Google, leave Australia, and in the case of Facebook, take Australian news content off permanently.